you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go? Say it, spit it out. What is it exactly? The pain is the amount cleaning you out and my satisfaction. Today I'm thinking about things that are deadly. The way I'm making you down, like I wanna drown, I wanna end you. Step on the glass, step on your tongue. Bury a friend, try to wake up. Clean up a class, killing the sun. Bury a friend, I wanna end. What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you want?
Hello. Back with another episode of Are We Cooking Yet? Are we cooking yet? Did y'all have the right to skip a full blown week and come back here? Where were you cooking that much? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate y'all coming in hot to talk about From season. Well, what we at? Season 4, episode 6. It's just all starting to run together now. I just really don't know. But before we jump into that, Ashley, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Ready to talk about it. Ready to talk about all the things in the Fromville. Yeah, I'm ready. How are you? How are y'all doing in the chat? Let us know how you feel.
All right. I'm all right. Before we get into how I'm feeling exactly, be sure to hit that like button and show us some love. And if you want to share your commentary on the show, don't be afraid to super chat in the chat to ask the questions that need to be asked, because From ain't asking nobody nothing. I'm going to start with Ashley because I honestly don't know. How do you feel about this most recent episode?
Yeah, so about that, it was fine. Like, we're pushing closer to things. At this point, I just get very annoyed. I'm annoyed at Gretchen Grundler. I fear Donna has been an op this entire time, and I still believe that Brother Daddy is somebody completely different. It was fine. Again, we're moving forward. It's still, I don't think, for it to be episode 6, so that means we are more than halfway through the season. I do feel as though we should be pushed further a little bit by this time, but it was an okay episode. It was cool.
It's hard because every single episode just confirms my worst fear that y'all really saving the bee's knees for the next season. And I understand that because, of course, we can't have the happening happen before that, because then what's the point of the next season? But normally there are some like leaps and bounds taken. Like, don't do stuff to piss me off, because like, why would y'all bring this back? Why would y'all bring this contraption back to the villa? Why would y'all bring him back? Like, it's just certain stuff being set up, and it's also predictable because you can't tell me this thing ain't getting up. Like, who brings this back to bury it? But it's we're gonna get into it, but like, it's just like giving filler. This is not a show where I can remember, because we do have shows like that where, especially if it's a mystery type of thing, normally nothing happens until the last 3 episodes of the season, sometimes 2. But this was never one of those shows for me. Consecutively for all 10 episodes, I would be intrigued. I don't know. It's like the writing is different. Something fell off the shelf. something fell off the shelf, and I hope they pick it back up, because this was given a little piece of filler episode. And the events that happen here, it shouldn't feel like that. They should be pivotal, but it's like they do stuff and then wrap it up real cute and put a band-aid on it before we even get to the next episode. Like, so did it really hold any stakes? Like, I don't know. But yeah, when we start bringing back contraptions like this, I say, oh, okay, so we just want to die. Cool, all right. You don't say less. It's okay. It's okay.
Bury they dead, Tyra. You know they like to bury they dead. Like, they like to,
Dead is one thing. This thing here, let's we gonna get to it. We gonna get into it. Let's start with Boyd. Cause take your hands off of Jade. Why you laying your hands on Jade? The foot that we have on Jade's neck a lot of the times, whether it's Boyd or Tabitha with her half-ass apologies or just the community overall. I can distinctly remember in the past 2 episodes, you all in Jade's face. What you got? Did you get something? How close are you? Well, put something together, Jade. Hurry it up. Can you do something? Then I finally go on the trip. Yeah, eat those mushrooms. Yeah, drink that blood. It's not real. Just do it. I need you to get some answers. And then we come here and we figure out that the answer to get us home, well, according to Daddy Jade, we need to get them bones down there from them Uncooey kids. They're down there all hours of the day guarding those so we can't get to them. So if we go and take them out, maybe that'll get us home. I do understand that that's a very big maybe and it's a very big chance, but this crusade that we have to go on with Boyd, especially for the past 2 seasons, I can't lose nobody else. I can't lose. And he got mad. You put your hands on Jade because he told you some truths. He said, baby, we're going to lose people regardless. And we're going to lose them even faster if you keep on sitting on your damn hands. Oh, we all up above the neck area. I said, if you don't get your hands off of Jade, I'm only doing what you asked me to do. Like, it's just there's no more waiting at this point. There's death. There's a cost for knowledge. Like, regardless, you're gonna sit still and die, or you're gonna die in motion. Choose one. I just don't get the pushback. I understand him wanting to be Sheriff Boyd and keep everything under wraps, and I can't do this. What if we lose? We can stand to lose some more of them NPC characters. We don't know them people. you better kill them Sims characters in the back. It's okay. But what we won't do is penalize somebody for doing exactly what we do. You told him to go and do this. Of course, Jade is on his own journey, but you asked for answers. I brought you out what I have. The least you could do is hear me out, listen to me, and give me sensible things. But we can't continue to, well, that's risky. I can't loot. We're gonna loot. You're gonna die anyway. Ashley.
Yeah, Boyd is no longer Dudley Do-Right. Boyd is Debo. What'd you say to me? What'd you say to me? I said, Boyd, like, chill out. With Donna later, it's like, I ain't tell you to die. You can't die until I tell you to die. I run this. I was like, Boyd, like, what is this? Like, we get it. You're changing. You're not the same Boyd that we met when we got here. But now it's very aggressive. And I'm like, Jade is the only somebody who is working to try to get any answers. If I'm Boyd, I'm your number one cheerleader, baby, because we have to get through this. Jade is going to tell the truth. So, like, at the end of the day, just get used to it. I don't know. Boyd is in such a precarious mental state for me. It's like, at this point, I don't even really know fully who Boyd is. We have this, like, ideal and this, like, archetype of Boyd, like the do-gooder, the sheriff, the one who's going to bring justice and do what's right. But ever since he started lying, those lines are muddy. This is no longer the same Boyd that we've ever known. And I can see it in every interaction. He's too quick to fly off the handle. And we haven't gotten back to Boyd being dragged to hell. So I'm really thinking there's some sort of activation that's going on right now. And I fear the worst for Boyd. But as far as Jade is concerned, he just want to do what he got to do to break the cycle so the town people don't kill him and he can live to fight another day. Because one thing about Jade is that he really don't want to go down there. One thing about him, like, yeah, somebody needs to go down there. Somebody needs to find this door. Somebody needs to do it. But yeah, I don't know if I'm like, they're going to die. But as far as me, yeah, I didn't sign up for that. That's why I'm working so hard. As far as these bones, child, I don't know what's down there. I don't know what's down there and if it's going to work. But what I do know is that we only have 30 minutes, Tyra. They keep saying, you're running out of time. You're running out of time. Father Kocher, you're running out of time. You're running out of time. The man in white, you're running out of time. Okay, where's the stop clock? How much time do I have left? And where am I at? Because it's getting very redundant. But, I mean, we're going to see.
I know I don't want to see them ashy. I don't want to see them. Everything just harbors on them children. Like, I don't want to see them bald-headed, ashy, whiny. I don't want to see them. Now we really got to see them because now we got. I know that it's all about, saving them and doing what we weren't able to do before. But boy, it made me nervous here because Jay made it very clear. Every iteration of him that has died over time, the people turned on him. I said, "Are you a part of the people, boy?" Have we been relying on, and I told you that would be like a really like bold, brazen decision for me. I always say if you guys are going to go and Boyd was the villain all along. I mean, or of course not. We had good intentions, but we transformed into something else. Like because I'm changing. Oh, my mental state. Oh, but it's never like geared towards the monsters. You're geared it towards your own people. Because were you gonna punch Donna out for dying or what? Like what? What are we doing here? You're
You die.
turning it. Are you? I kill you. I said, oh my gosh. Oh my god. Ike. Ike. What are you? Why? This was just too much. Like, unless a person would have told Boy where to go. And I also get a little anxious because how are we here? Okay, every single character at this point is getting further and further away from what I believe this last season. But now that we're here, everything I thought was probably wrong. You know, everything now can be wrote off with, well, that's just from playing on your head top. This made me mad because it's like I know what we got to do, boy. It was in my dream, and it was a door. Like if we just go down there, there's a door. And Boy gets down here, and there's no door. So see, it's all like since when are we writing things off as after every teleportation? Void drop down where we're in the well, no, we're in the spiders, no, we're in the bouts of chain to a wall, and no, we're coming out, and then there's a bottle tree, and then nothing here makes logical sense. So just because you didn't physically see a door here, it's like, yeah, whatever you got to say, Jay, I'm just gonna write it off. I already don't want to lose no people, but it's really set in stone now because I don't visibly see a door. Since when do we need to see something to believe it? Like, why are we doing this with my folks? Ashley, what is this distrust and disbelief just because, well, I didn't see it, so you're wrong?
Girl, I don't know. And I always question that when we watch supernatural shows or shows that delve into something deeper and you're already in this place where wild things happen. First of all, you're in From. So is anything past like your belief system at this point? Like we are already in an alternate universe. So anything is possible. Like I question, I feel like they did it on Dairy. I feel like there's been other series that we've watched in recent times where it's been like, okay, we are dealing with supernatural events. Why are we now questioning the validity or possibility of what anybody is saying? Like, I don't know. It's really I'm trying to be nice because I think maybe as we get to the end of the season, this will wrap up. But there should be no one who's been in From as long as damn Boyd has that he would second guess or question anything about what dream somebody had, about what somebody says over here is possible, about what they saw, about a new creature. And I don't know, because how do we forget a couple episodes? You were thinking that people weren't going to believe you that Smiley was reborn and what you saw, birthed down there that grew up into this thing before your eyes. So I don't know. I don't buy it. It really disconnects me from the story because I don't think that's how anybody would receive it there. Like, because if I'm in the Fromville and you come in here and tell me that, Fatima's being came alive, I'm going to believe you. You know what I'm saying? Because we've seen other things similar happened in the From. It really just kind of takes me out in terms of the characters and what's really happening here.
Boy just literally had his wedding band fall out of the sky, like out of nowhere, and go and try to retrace it. Like a hand just came, out of the ground. Like, come on. I don't know. It just boggles me because Boyd here, he's acting like I can see if he was one of them little sheltered Sims characters that don't leave Colony House unless they need a pack of smokes and to go eat off the land. You're not one of those people. You've seen the brunt of what From can do to your mental and what really means. And Jay's like, well, no, it was here. We should just knock down the wall. We ain't knocking down no wall. Like, you out your goddamn mind. It's not here, Jay. Like, it's not happening. Like, do what you have to do. Even if you do knock down the wall and there's nothing there, at least you can say you try. Like, these people are just moving like they have options. I don't know. I don't know. Hey Dane, thank you so much for the super chat. Tyra, I just came and you already spazzing out. Your definition of spazzing out is way below mine. So we're gonna leave that where it is. Thank you for the super chat, Dane. You'll know when I spazz out. You'll know. This is just regular emotion. But leaving this here because I don't know. Then we moved on over here. So, okay, all right. because y'all be wanting me to have all the patience in the world for Victor. Um, it just be stuff done for like just the effect, like just the visual of it all. Victor, why are you up here? If you ain't playing to two-piece Jesus and go on meet your death, why are you standing up here? It's already low on the stock that they have in Victor as far as we should believe him when he tells us something. Nobody really pays attention or believes anything when it comes to Victor, except for maybe Ethan, maybe a little piece of Tabitha on a good day, but it's very stretched out. So when we come up here, and it's like a crisis victim. Hey, buddy, what you doing up here? Hey, Victor, want to come on back? Want to take a couple? There was this man way back that I can remember. He came up here. He tried to make things right. He tried to fix things. And it's like, oh, you tried to fix things or tell Henry more information than he was willing to handle. And he went on there and got his paw from the Temptations. This is mine. You can't take it. Leave it on a jet plane last episode and on his alcoholic bender. And now I'm just feeling like I failed. I tried to fix something and it didn't happen. Maybe it's not all it's cracked up to be. Maybe it's like, well, no, it's not that. I just came up here to reminisce and stand here. I'm not actually. What you standing up here for, Victor? What are you standing up here for? Like, I just can't. Like, I need more. I need more from Victor. Now, of course, when we get from down here, we eventually get to have that talk with him about, can you tell us anything about the past or the man in yellow or what you saw? And then we get, the brown car, the same thing he kind of, I think he told Henry and Ethan, there was a brown car and he tried to fit in with everybody else. My thing is, we only have so much room for whether or not people want to actually listen to you just because of what they think of your mental capacity or lack thereof. When we know Victor be on the money, but and then we can't do anything with this. We can't do anything with the man in yellow. We can't do anything with the suit. We can't do anything because we're not looking for a man in yellow. It just seems like we're spinning our wheels because we know why the man in yellow changed form when I got here. Just in case, it might be somebody looking for me. It might be, I would think that Victor would be the ultimate op for the man in yellow because Victor wasn't supposed to, if I'm not mistaken, Victor wasn't supposed to survive. There's not supposed to be a lone survivor, right?
Well, he said according to the plan, Ethan's going to be the only one there.
Well, yeah, now, because it's like, that's what happened to me. But I would think in the past, because we see those people like in different forms. Victor isn't that old. Like, everybody died, right? Don't do that.
He's not there by happenstance. So he beat part of the code or the law of the From to survive, or maybe his mother's sacrifice enabled him to be alive. But I think if he was supposed to be dead, he'd been dead, right? Like, yeah. What was protecting him? And then he had this boy, man in white, out there looking for him. I don't know.
The man in white a Victor before? Like, it's just still so much crap that we don't know. But it's like we're getting information. It's like, okay, that's good to know. We'll keep that. We'll notate that. But a brown car and a man in yellow is not going to do anything for us when the Sophia is running around being the culprit. I need somebody to get into action. But Ashley, what did you think about Victor going to reflect? I'm just going up here to reflect and just fill my oats on this roof. But I'm gonna tell you about the man in yellow once we get back downstairs.
Victor has such a flair for the dramatic anyway. Like, even before he's throwing stuff out the window. Like, Victor is just, he had the blicky and he was going. Remember when he was gun toting? I actually like that Victor. Remember when he was digging graves ahead of time? Because listen, I know what's about to happen. Remember he was measuring his trees outside? Mm-hmm. That's the Victor I like, because he was about business. Now he's been completely, I think, like, all of the power siphoned by his predator father. And I don't think, we can't deal with him drunk down to the Lucci Coochie with Gretchen Grundler, and you standing on the edge of a cliff like, yeah, back in my former life, there was this thing. Let me look out over the wild blue yonder, acting like we don't know everything. He already feels guilty because he shouldn't have told his daddy what he saw the man eating the mama. But outside of the man in yellow being there before, coming in the brown car, and eating his mother, you haven't said anything else. And for me, this is where the strategy loses it. And I don't feel sorry for anybody in From anymore. I don't. Maybe Julie, maybe Ethan. I don't feel sorry for nobody else, because at this point, y'all should have a strategic plan. Y'all should have been had that paint to make upgrades to the Colony House and the establishment.
That is not a priority. Why we gotta make Colony House look like something?
Structure. We should have been had some electrified fences. We should have had some holes dug around. You know what? Listen, if we can fight the Walking Dead, they can deal with this situation. I fear.
Actually, you ain't been the same since you watched The Walking Dead.
I have not been the same since I watched The Walking Dead.
Your standards are high ever since you watched.
There's no excuse. Hear me. There's no excuse. But outside of that, I'm working with Jade. Jade has a team over here. Get some of those, what'd you call them, NPCs, over there with Jade to help him, do whatever he needs to do to find the Ankui crew. Then you get a crew to work with damn Victor so we can decipher and interpret his visions and what happened with the man in white. Teams, Tyra, infrastructure, planning. That's what the From needs if they're going to win anything. But now that we only have 30 minutes.
You know what I want? I want... How many goddamn times has Victor pulled from his coloring pages? Why have we not took all of those damn pages and mapped them out? Like, Victor, you sit right here from the first event to the very last one that you remember that you've drawn. Span them out so we can see. Why hasn't there all of that red tape, that red string that Jade sits there and does? Why have we not did that with those pages that he drew? He's drawn everything.
And his mama did it back at the house, back in what you call it. I don't see why they don't have the little detective board up there. They should have a crew. Y'all have enough people in the From to have designated teams to be working on a solution as long as y'all asses have been here. Like, come on. Let's, at this point, y'all get what you get and don't throw a fit. I won't shed a single tear, Tyra.
Ashley. I don't know, but I'm like, we have made it very clear, like, oh yeah, I have a reference for that. I have a picture for that. Season up on seasons. Even, the little notating of the trees and when these things move and change and now I need to bury a hole. If we don't just map out, that's the least that we could do. And it's just like, no, he drew a brown car. So the man arrived in a brown car. Let's just leave off of the last thing that you drew. No, go to the front so we can go and, okay, well, this event already happened. So this is what's coming next. Like, give me something.
Julie need a crew. Ethan need a crew to find these holy sacred waters, this healing river. Like, we have enough people. We have enough people, though, to kind of have a plan and start putting stuff together. I don't think most of the people want to, which makes me have theories about what's really happening in From.
Because y'all even know, Ashley. Those people don't even know, like, they don't even, nobody's like, we talked a little bit last season, but nobody's talking to anybody about anything.
Girl, the way I would be ear hustling, I'd be Tilly over there. I'd be like, what happened? What you said? What you do over there?
I think everybody outside of our core repeat offenders in From, I think they're all ops. All of them, all them NPCs are all ops. They're all ops.
At this point, I don't know what else to think, honestly.
Getting into all ops. We gotta mention her because she's here. We catch back up with Acosta this episode, and it's like, oh, what are you doing down here? Really, I'm just doing busy work because, boy, scared I'm gonna off myself. So yeah, I'm down here sorting through treasures. Are we actually gonna find something? Is Acosta gonna come through in a clutch? Or are we really just down here doing busy work? First of all, I'm already disappointed that we're not gonna follow through with this antagonist energy. And we immediately, like I said, cut it off the moment that we got her doing the most. All of this calming energy when we were just about to leave. You left my son for dead. You left my child for dead. You left Ethan for dead on the side of the road. We had to throw down some tack strips just to get you to stop because I'm getting out of here because all of you are idiots. Nope, I understand, Boyd. I understand. This isn't some grander plan to try to get closer to a bullet because I know, right? Cartman Acosta? No, we're just sealed to our faith. If this is what we're gonna do, it's like I finally understand. Like she got off of that erratic energy, and now she's cool. But is she gonna actually find something down here that matters? Like, is Acosta gonna come through in a clutch situation, or is she just down here spinning her wheels?
Girl, Top Cop Karen can stay down there in the cavernous space. I'll never forget. And I find it very odd that she got down there and got real docile. It makes me think something's being imported down there. Because why are you so cool, calm, and collected? Have you already been turned into one of the people? Are you under their influence? Because it's a completely different person now. Girl, 2 minutes ago, you was cussing Boyd out. You was gonna fight. You was don't touch him with your gun with no bullets. And now you're like, well, yeah, I'm working my hardest. Yeah, he's trying to keep me alive down here. Hey, how's it going? You're gonna help me? As far as whether or not she's going to find something, I think they will. They always let these types of characters, feel important for a moment. But I liked her better being Top Cop Karen. Honestly, I wanted them to go with my plan of factions and them, branching off from Boyd because he's not getting it done and I can do it better. Her whole mentality has been superiority since she's been down here. So the fact that they have her down there like Cinderella, sweeping out the chimney is beyond me. And I really did not expect her to acquiesce or be broken so quickly. I didn't.
100 people in here, y'all hit that like button. Very calm, very cool, calm, and collected. She said, yeah, what are you guys up to? What are you doing? What's going on, Jade? Like, I was like, oh, all right, cool. I thought we were going to burn it all down, all about trying to do what I know is right because I know better. We'll see. Just don't have her down here for absolutely nothing. Can we please? Thank you. Now getting over here if it ever wants to play. There we go. This is probably my biggest disappointment in the season so far. Because she has the most power at this point. She has the most power. This is my issue. This trickles all the way down to Jade and Boyd, or even hell Victor in The Man in Yellow. In this, you are the only person in my eyes at this point who can use them gifts to go see that heifer in a pastime. To know that, because the biggest op is Sophia. If we don't get that under control, we ain't going nowhere fast. And the fact that we came here with our bad wig, I hate this wig so much. I hate it so much. We're set. It's episode 6, and this we're not even having any emotion anymore. I didn't expect for her to be just the ultimate story walker before this season was out, but I thought every episode she would be, progressively getting better step by step, all while her protector's there. That was a close one, but I learned this that I didn't know before. No, we over here with Sarah. I said, girl, over here with Sarah going all the way back to season 1. I finally understand. I understand how this place can get into your head, because now this place is in my head. This place is trying to cause me to story walk to the point that I kill myself with seizures, and it's trying to take me out. No, what I'm gonna do is come here and reflect on. Jim was always a great dad. Remember that one time he took me to get that candy, got that ice cream down at the mom and pop shop. Said, we don't get the hell out of here. We got stuff to do. We have stuff to do, and we're in here having a buddy moment with Sarah. I'm always here for a moment of forgiveness for Sarah, but it's like we've been there and we've done that. But to go, I finally understand what you were experiencing. That means that you're about to be sat down, Julie. You're about to sit down because the From is playing with my head. It's trying to get me to kill myself. It's trying to make me believe that I could go back and save Daddy Jim. Let me go sit down before I seizure out. How long are you going to be sat down with this stiff ass wig? Huh? How long? How long? I fear too damn long. So until you move, all of this is irrelevant. Ashley.
Yeah, I thought we would have. Because before you had reckless abandon, sis. And let's not blame this on the From. The From told you can't change nothing. The Man in Yellow literally said you can't change nothing. So is it the From, girl, or is it your wild wish to try to bring your father back from the dead, or stop something? And I'm usually a fan of exposition, but I like exposition when it leads us further down the path. For me, this was just useless. Sarah, you could be doing something so much more useful, like getting to the bottom of who Gretchen Grundler is, instead of being dominated yourself and being twisted back into the world of the Fromville. And Julie, you could be doing some research. I know you ain't got through all them books that fast. Go back to the drawing board, get your notes, get with your buddy Brotherhood of the Night's Watch, and figure it out. I didn't need any of this conversation. I am grateful that they're painting something.
But for Gretchen Grundler, though, we're painting something for Gretchen
y'all have bigger fish to fry. Like, this isn't a commiserating moment. Well, I get it. You know, I get it now. I get it. Are you going to get it in the future? Because clearly Sarah's still under somebody's influence, and now you are too. Like, I thought she was going to be our one bright spot. You know, I had it for her and Ethan. I'm like, okay, these are our hopes for the future. And this disappointed me.
I'm just tired. I'm just tired. See, that child painting this heifer's room. Let's just, cause she fell so hard in that damn pool. This is gonna make her feel better. Let's have her a little pick me up. Normally, Sarah has really good intuition for me, and it's like, something. I was relying on Sarah, but now since we're so sad, I don't know if it's gonna be that anymore. So I'm like, who the hell is gonna peep that you are not who you say you are? It all falls on your shoulders, Julie, because nobody's the wiser. She's running around like an evil leprechaun every single episode, and nobody sees her, ever. She runs around with reckless abandonment. Nobody sees Sophia. So I have to believe that you're going to see her in the past, but you can't see her in the past if you're concentrating or not practicing your story walking at all. I don't know. They make me mad.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, it's like we already know you're going to go back because we haven't gotten to witness her, bump into the man in yellow yet. Yeah. So we know you're going to keep on. So this was just filling up space and time that we could have been using. It would have been best served elsewhere, in my opinion.
Now we're here with why you were really brought here, Henry. I knew Henry was brought here for this. I thought he would put up a tougher fight. I thought he would care enough to be swindled in a different way. You in here getting this plastered, Henry.
Oh, with a minor. With a minor.
How old are you? It doesn't matter. Drink up. I said, sir, what are we even doing? Okay. We just, I didn't expect him to get all bent the hell out of shape. Once we got there, we saw the conditions. We've seen some creatures. I thought once we understood that, you pretty much knew how your wife died. It's just too much on his shoulders. He just can't fathom it. You're going to be drunk this entire time moving forward. So drunk that we sitting in here because nobody ever sees Sophia. Sophia just runs around. Sophia just runs around doing whatever the hell she wants to do. She said, okay, here's a sucker that's about to get licked. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get just like it was how eager he was to pull up with her. Drunk or not, how old are you? She's not a grown up.
Exactly. As far as he thinks, she's young. Vic says technically she's not a minor, though. To him, she is.
It doesn't matter. It don't matter. As far as we know, and what they want us to believe, what boys said, oh, that poor 16-year-old girl, that poor 15, 16-year-old girl. And we're here just pulling it up. And also, so what do you think? And so what do you think about that? So, yeah. She said, hey, look over there. And we put some blood in this glass. He's like, oh, he said, I said, all right, Kiki Palmer. He said, that one has a little sweetness to it. He said, ooh. Woo! He said hot ones. That one got a little tang. Pour it up again. I said, wow. What is this gonna do to Daddy Henry? What is this gonna do to Uncle Daddy Henry? Okay. One thing that's bothering me is I don't want us to go off the deep end of overpowering Sophia. Unless Sophia is the end all to be all in the From. If she's just that entity and this is all you're doing, fine. But they always act like, oh, this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just whatever. What can't she do at this point? Because I don't want it to be so plotty. If, Sophia can do this if it needs to happen with the plot. Whatever. Just saying. But we put this blood in here and he drinks it. What does that mean? With what all we've seen, it could mean anything. Actually, what's going to happen to Daddy Henry?
Child, brother daddy needs to go directly to hell, in my opinion. Any grown ass man who sits up and pours liquor for a child, I don't have it. So now you always know that I think he is the biggest op in Fromville. I think he means no one any good, intentionally or unintentionally, consciously or unconsciously, subconsciously. He's an instrument of the From to cause mayhem and chaos and madness, and he's met his match with her. I don't know if they're going to like Christian iconography and the drinking of the blood, the eating of the bread. It's about communion. It's about becoming one with something. So if that's the line of logic that they're following in terms of like symbolism and I'm drinking the blood of the man in yellow or the From, that means he's going to be completely their vessel at that point, in my opinion. But also during this little sit down, getting drunk with a minor with no mixers, because I looked for those. I looked for the cranberry juice. I looked for the pineapple.
No mixers.
Listen, there's nothing here to mix with it. But also, could this just be a dream? Huh? Could this be? She said it like, do you ever think this is just a dream? What? Let's not tell him anything. He'll be at the piano singing some sort of dream song next. And I'm over Brother Daddy Tyra. I'm ready for him to take a dark nap. I am. I think he is just causing all of the chaos here. I do.
Is this what we're doing?
Huh?
Is this so much of a this could all be a dream? Because boy wife, she thought it was a dream. And we see the type of tangent that she went on. This could be a flip where we were waiting on Acosta to be the one to try to take people out. It could be Uncle Daddy Henry.
It could be Brother Daddy, child. I don't know, but Gretchen Grundler sees an open with him. She sees that he's an addicted person. He's definitely a lush and an alkie. And so she's like, okay, how can I pivot this? Also, he is the closest connection to Victor, who has the most knowledge about the From. So, I mean, it's strategic, but at some point, y'all don't have TV in From. Y'all don't have entertainment. Y'all don't have sports. You're not doing any of that. So why is someone not watching anybody new who comes into the town? I don't know how she's moving, just carte blanche throughout the town, and no one's taking notice.
She skips through the town. That's why I'm like, all of y'all are compromised. Everybody's an op at this point. Everybody who's not a repeat offender and you haven't came here after every single failure, and you're not a permanent part of this cycle, you're an op.
It doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, I mean, I guess Jade would probably be the one to pay more attention, and he's distracted doing other things, which I think is part of the plan. But also, if she, we know she's the man in yellow, we're supposed to believe that this is the smartest entity in the From, but she hasn't really displayed that. Like, we get those little looks.
She likes the glee of it all. It's the manipulation. Like, it's like she could be doing more, but it's like a slow turning screw with her. Like, I want y'all to suffer. But the more that we have to do that, like her little I've grown stale with Sophia already. I don't.
Yeah, she's not a good for me. The villain is not villaining for me. Like, I don't know. It feels very adolescent, and maybe that's their intention with it. But I just. Girl,
think it would be more of a thing for me if somebody was just a little suspicious, like if anybody was like on her heels just a little bit, not to think that she's just diabolical or she is the man, or like just like something isn't right. Like how much do we know about Sophia? Has anybody seen that Sophia girl? Like anybody? No, nobody. Nobody. And then it makes me question everything else, because we had the boy in white push Tab out of the tower to bring Uncle Daddy Henry here in the first place. Like, are you an op, boy in white? Like, because we brought him here for a reason. It's not just a coincidence that we linked up with him and, we're going to go to the bottle tree. And then we see the tree of death. Like, you were brought here to get at Victor. But the boy in white had to push you out of the tree to get pitch Tab out of the tree to get you here in the first place. Like, it's just per usual, more questions than answers. I don't know. We'll see, but nothing. You ever thought that this was a dream? What? Now you finna go blicky people because you think it's a dream? You finna get your stuff popping? I just be wanna, because essential personnel. We gotta bring up essential personnel, even though we're not doing nothing. I need them to take account for how many times they write Tabitha saying "I don't know" in the script. I just need them to take account, even if it's a circling back to her not knowing. There has to be something else we could have her saying or doing outside of I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Cause I don't know. Like, and it's always her. Rarely have I heard Jade say, I don't know. And if we don't know, we're trying our best to figure it out. Tab is just a never-ending wail of I don't know. Ashley, will Tabitha be essential and useful this season?
Hell no. just like Victor Mama wouldn't. She'll never be useful in my mind unless she lays down her life to save her children or the Ankui crew. She will never be useful in my opinion. Tabitha is the biggest waste of space in the From. I feel like she's had the most potential to actually induce some sort of change there, and she hasn't whatsoever. I don't know why they wrote her character this way. It's so awful. And it's like now that she's actually trying to be maybe a little bit more present of a mama, we can't even believe it because we know that's not who Tab is. That's who she's never been. But yeah, no, she's like a piece of furniture in my opinion in the From. Just completely useful. Yeah, just kick your legs up. We say a beige pillow. Definitely giving Armand in this moment. Yeah, no. And Secular, I saw your comment. What else you want? What else you want me to talk about? I can talk about the drinking age because it's relevant to who I think Brother Daddy is and who his character is in the show. I don't know what else you want me to talk about. We talked about the blood. We talked about the what she said about the dream. We talked about it.
Who said something?
No, I'm not worried about the drinking age. It was an observation in the commentary. That's all, child.
We're not going to act like old ass Uncle Daddy Henry in his state should have been over there consuming alcohol with a minor. That's what we're not going to do. That's what we're not going to do. Because then it gets real murky where it's like, well, yeah, I did that one thing, but I was intoxicated. So many things could be done under the umbrella of I was intoxicated. So we're not even cross that bridge. Put that liquor down. Yeah. And even if you do want to get all inebriated, you don't sit there and drink with the minor. He was lucid enough to, how old are you? It doesn't matter. She said, I'm old enough to suffer here and lose my father. Yeah, that's all I need to hear. Girl, drink up. Yeah, don't drink nothing. Don't drink nothing.
Yeah, but I don't think Tab is useful. I don't.
I want her to be. I really do. There's so much potential. Early in those seasons, it really felt like by the time we got to the tower, I thought there was no stopping Tabitha after that. I was like, okay, we're going to be like a dog with a bone. Everything's just kind of going to start unfolding for her now because she's so close and she's been awakened to know her purpose here. It's like we regressed her and set her back down. Why?
A day late and a dollar short, even with those Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls that came to life. She knew after the fact, after they had already busted down the window, they're bad, we gotta go now. 2 seconds later, girl, all of your knowledge is useless. It always comes too late. All of it.
This crusade we're going on this season to make Donna an op. Leave me alone. Leave me out of it. Unless
Tyra. I watched a theory on TikTok that said Donna was always an app. Donna has always had sacred knowledge from season 1 when she told Boyd, welcome to your worst nightmare. They say that she has known the entire time and she has been Earth's enemy number 1 during the whole time of From. That's what the people on the internet streets say.
She could be. It's like they're doubling down this season though. Whatever they did in previous seasons, I didn't notice it. I didn't see it. I wasn't hip to baby Donna was our rock. She was Big Mama. She was the matriarch holding everything together and carrying Colony House on her back. Because if it wasn't for me and this axe, everything would be shot to hell. Here in this season in particular, it's like, well, damn, we already had the crusade on down there. Pull it out of the water. Pull them out the water. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we should probably put those back. Yeah, we should. We can never put them back how they needed to be. But yeah, those are like scarecrows. Some entity to keep those things at bay. Yeah, put it back. And then we come there, and it's all, Donna, are we going to be all right, Donna? The whole scene, I'll lay down my life all about them kids, Tab. I said, first of all, please. Her and that lack of discernment or value for her own life, I'll stand on a rock all about Ethan and Julie and Tab because we're family. I said, okay, you putting a lot of dip on your chip that we have not seen you put on your chip all about Tabitha and them kids in a very long time. But for like 3 seasons, Tab and those kids have been an inconvenience. It's very like, them not my children. I got enough responsibilities on my back, all about Colony House and trying to keep that all wrangled. Here you go, leaving every 5 minutes and leave me with your children. The way old Donna would have just reprimanded her so hard, like you were gonna leave and leave a goddamn note. Are you out of your mind? I understand, but you know what? You're not gonna do that anymore because who's gonna make the senseless decisions all about me? That's who. I go to die. I go to worry about your kids. I say no. You don't. You never have. But all right, fine. the way we get here and we're bringing this thing back. Why? I don't give a damn. That ain't, what is that? Roger, NPC Roger? Please, please. It would be one thing if he was still in that little freakacy state and we snatched off the jaw and oh my God, he's just dead. We want to bury him or do a little ceremony there and put him in the lakes of Pentatonka like Prince and them. Fine. We don't bring this back. These things took out the time to stitch him up and give him Coraline eyes. And we're going to bring that back to the property. And we don't even bury it immediately because we have too much going on. And we just brought it here for what, Donna? For what? Because everything hitches on Donna. If Donna would have said, hell no, we ain't bringing that back. Leave that here. We only bring this back for it to wake up and do damage. Fine. At least we brought back the little totems. We brought back the things. I'm like, did y'all bring all of them? Like, baby, put them things. I'm like, bring them, because it's a reason why these creatures don't go to that part, to that land. Put these things around some sanctity somewhere as a failsafe. I don't know. So if everything goes to hell, we can always go there because for whatever reason the creatures don't come this part. I don't know. Something needs to be done. But Donna bringing this thing back, her acting the way that she has as far as Jade and the mushrooms and just believing what could be, this is wild to me. Actually, why would she bring this thing back?
Because she's Earth enemy number one. I am thoroughly convinced after this episode and the next events that we're about to see with Donna, I believe that she is up to no good around the neighborhood. I believe that she has been up to no good since day one. I believe that everything we've seen of her has been an act. I don't even know if she really had a sister that died, Tyra. I really don't even know what's happened. I don't know what's real and I don't know what's fake, but I do not believe that Donna means anybody any good. Donna came in, when we met Donna, it was kind of this stoic figure who was kind of resolved, who had seen a lot, who had lost a lot, and was just, getting it out the mud with pure grit, right? Bumping heads with Boyd because you're not going to tell me what to do. Over time, we've seen her eventually change as well into really a much more docile, submissive type of woman, especially when it came to Boyd and his plans and what we're going to do. And now, like you said, it did give me pause, the situation with Tab, because girl, since when? Like, it's just so completely out of character. You sleeping up that lady house, you taking care of her kids, you rubbing Ethan's back. Like, all right, Donna, but now you want to bring the undead that has been altered and you don't know what this man is stuffed with. And you say, let's take him from the Cabbage Patch back down to the colony house. You know how much labor that takes? I could have been picking up more totems. We could have been getting more food to bring back, but you want to make this sacrifice for why? For why, Donna? I'm looking at her sideways. She's on the number one on my list as enemy of From, in my opinion, to the people of From. I think she's been on their payroll, Tyra. I fear Donna has been on the From payroll since the beginning.
Mm-hmm. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate because I really like Donna and it feels like they're doubling down. Like, yeah, she's not who y'all thought she was this entire time. Thought you had a friend. But it's like, why now? Because as far as we know, when it came to Boyd from the beginning, baby, we've been like this. This is why we were trying our best to resuscitate her. Like, I need you. We're one. This place doesn't work without me and you. I need you. Like, what else have you done to disrupt the process? That's what I want to know. Because if you're an op, you haven't just become one now. Especially if what they said, she's the man in white's wife, the man in yellow's wife.
She might be.
Oh God! Thank you so much, Dane. Have Donna / Sophia been in the same room together? I believe so. I can't think of it right off the bat, but I think that they have been.
When she came out to the funeral and the people started acting, were they both out there together? I don't know, Chad.
I think so. Because they really haven't had, like, I guess, like a moment. Because a lot of the times when there's a new inhabitant in the front, they have to go through the process with Donna. She normally gives the tours, and this is what's to expect. You can either go here or there. Like, I don't think she's done that with her. All of a sudden, we just threw her over there with Kenny, and she's been, now I'm over here with Sarah. Like, she has not had like an interface moment with Donna.
Not noticeable. Because Donna wasn't even there at the car wreck, was she? I'm trying to think of moments that she could have popped up and interacted with her directly, but you're right. I don't think.
No. Donna's normally the go through. Like, Donna,
I don't
we
trust that.
believed in
I
we
don't trust.
believed in you, homie. I was letting it slide here when she brought this thing back. When we got to this, I said, okay. I said, get your ass up. First of all, Boyd, Boyd Turner, he said, anime, if you die, I'ma kill you. I said, oh my goodness.
It was crazy as hell.
I said, oh my god, Boyd, get off the baby. First of all, we already conveniently, like, we've been a naysayer since the season started. Why do we need to let him go on that tangent with those mushrooms? It's senseless. And then we come back here with the information, not just what she saw with the scarecrows, but also the tunnels and the Unkui kids and the bones. Oh, it's just too much. This just doesn't make any sense. I already have enough to deal with. This colony house, the community has enough to deal with. And now we have to break down and explain to them that there's other things in the From to fear except for those creatures. It's all too much. I'm just going to have a goddamn heart attack right here. I said, girl, you know that old granny who wants some attention, so they have a fake slip. I've fallen and I can't get up. They have a fake slip and fall down the steps. Now, this could have been a regular, schmegular, stress-induced heart attack. Or we're trying to divert. Because, baby, what are you doing? All the attention, all the process that was happening, it halted. Because we got to get down together. Everybody stop what you're doing. Because you notice, we were supposed to bury that thing. That's what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to make time, make sure we bury it. It's already hard to look at, but we need to bury it. No, now we're not burying anything. We need to resuscitate Donna. We need to get her up, get the machines, get everything, get the electricity. Jade, stop what you're doing, get running. All of a sudden, what was happening isn't happening anymore just because you decided to have a slip and fall in a store. I said, have to get your ass up. Get up. Now, Boyd, were you gonna beat life into her? Like, what were you doing, baby? Chrissy said, we've done all. She said, Scar, the herd has moved on. We've done all that we can do. We can't. Boy, her heart has stopped. I said, damn it. I say, boy, get your ass, bitch. I said, mother, you can't go unless you can't die unless I say so. I said, that's not how life works, Boyd. What you mean she can't die unless you say so? That was so insane. That sense of control that he needs and just the desperation. We know that this is tied to desperation because I can't, not only losing them NPCs is one thing, but this has been my rock. We've been here since the beginning. It was her and Father Contry. I already lost Father Contry. Girl, I can't lose you. I need you, Donna. But to do that, he is leaving. He's leaving the world. He's leaving the world and there's no going back. Magically, it's a miracle. Oh, God. Donna comes back. She comes back. We come to, but now we're like basically in a coma. Okay. She's an op, and we're just gonna have to accept that and move on with our lives. She's an op. But when is everybody else gonna figure it out? Because I swear, what I'm not gonna do, if y'all are doing all of this and it's just a red herring and this means nothing and she's not, and Donna has just been Donna, I'm punching every one of y'all in the face. Ashley?
Girl, it's the fact that we're supposed to believe this bonding between she and Ethan. Miss Donna, you're the only one here that makes me feel safe. Like, oh gosh, which should have been our subtle foreshadowing to what was going to happen. But honestly, the most important thing that happened in this scene when it was get them cords, and they pulled out some audio cords, Tyra. Mm-hmm. And they said, let's wire her up for sound. I said, don't go to that machine. What are you talking about? Damn,
hot wire that ass.
Yes, it was ridiculous. And Boyd reminiscing, because remember back in the day, I couldn't stand your ass, Donna. I couldn't stand you. I say, so we gonna rock by the side of Donna's bed and talk sweet nothings to her because, girl, I couldn't stand your ass. I told you couldn't die. I told you. I need you, Donna. I need you. And then it was Ethan. Can I see Donna? Yeah, she had a heart attack, baby.
I don't know what we're gonna die.
Oh, it's over. Oh God, Donna's dead. Everybody dies in the front. I said, Ethan. They have a prayer circle outside the room for Donna. This
It's
is
all
the worst.
strategic. I think Donna was like, you're trying to mentally break Ethan too, so he has no hope. Because why he in here mourning you?
Exactly, because why give us that connection just earlier or end of last episode, and now he's got to be confronted with yet another loss after just losing his father? I said, not y'all putting your energy in breaking this baby, but Donna is definitely an op. This was definitely a distraction to take away focus from the real things that need to be happening right now, because we only have 30 minutes. This pissed me off. It was aggravating, because who's going to pick Donna up? Who's going to pick her up out the floor? Who's going to pick her up and put her in a bed? And I don't know. We don't know. Her oxygen wasn't getting to her brain, so Boyd might not be all the way. What do you mean, Boyd? Did you forget how medicine works? Did you forget how?
I need you, ho. I need you to get your ass up. Who's going to carry Colony House on their back? Get up. He said, I didn't quit all that narcotic now. And bring your ass home, man. Now look. I didn't quit all that narcotic. Okay, I need you to get on up.
Boyd is in rare form this episode, but I guess it worked.
Wild. You don't lean into somebody dying and say, "Anime, if you die, I'm gonna kill you." You don't get to die until I say so.
Until I say so, because I run this. I run LA.
Not I run LA. I don't know. Ike Turner was on one this episode, but yeah, this was all the distraction in the worst way for every single body there. The way we all came together to kumbaya, it was like we gotta just all sit here. No, nobody moves. Nobody moves. Now, if y'all want to flip it and she's not an op, all of this narrative that this is a nightmare and if you die, you technically died. Did you see something on the other side that could help us?
That's the thing. But they say she's known everything. In this whole episode, it was like, that's where the From takes your nightmares and makes it real. And this is a dream. These are nightmares.
She said it was too much for her to handle. The fact that out of everything we've seen, after everything we've seen, the fact that the From is thriving on nightmares and anything that we've ever had, it's all just festering out there. Oh my God, it's so daunting that I have to have a damn heart attack right now. Donna, stay on the ground. I was just hoping she didn't get up. I said, just kill her. Just kill her, because it's killing me what you guys are doing with her character. If we're going to commit to her being an op, she better be one. And I hope that we get to know where she stands before this season is out. Because y'all playing with Donna.
And if not a full op, she does have some secret esoteric knowledge, I believe, that she's not shared with anybody else. If she's not a full op, she's definitely withholding information. Ho, you know something. You've been there long enough. You know something. And there's something untoward about Donna. I fully believe she's an op, though.
It is. Donna is very content to stick and stay stuck. I can run this colony house. I'm gonna be the provider, the protector, the big mama. I'm gonna go and forage and get the food and come back. But the moment you talk about doing something outside of these norms, outside of us just locking down and making sure the talismans are at the door, oh, now it's too much. Girl, do you want to go home or no?
No, she don't. I think she's fine there. I think she's good, because what are you doing now? What are you doing that for? Even when Pinocchio, aka Jim, was out there with the radio. What are you doing now? Why are you doing that? Ain't nobody do nothing.
I don't know. I guess it's just happenstance that she don't know Fatima up there building the boogeyman. Like, would you try to shut that down too? I don't know.
I would, because that boogeyman don't have no business being inside the house. Build it in the greenhouse where you killed Tilly.
Well, now look at here. I am going to ride in the streets if this thing don't come to life. Because we didn't spend all this time. First of all, this screaming man, this Stone Age terror. I said, girl, what the hell is this? This looks terrifying. I'm hoping that the two of these wake up together and we have an all-out brawl. We didn't really get too much of anything, like we always don't, with Fatima and Ellis. Like, so explain to me again why you're up here building this thing, how it makes you feel, the connection that you have, and the smiley thing and the oh, okay, seems like baby, get to the getting. Is this thing gonna wake up? Have we wasted all of our time? I'm thinking that this creation that we just had to bring back and bury our dead, Roger the doll, is gonna wake up. I'm gonna need this thing to wake up and for us to have it out, even if it's just temporary. If we are up here building this thing just because it gives me all the feels, that's gonna piss me off. Especially we gave it a face in the whole nine. Actually, is this thing gonna wake up?
Girl, I pray not, but she ain't built it for nothing out of mud and water in that room. We already know she's in sync with birthing supernatural things. What pissed me off, honestly, was the conversation.
Wow.
Because yeah, my dad taught me about Vashti and Krishna and whatever else. What I don't know, not Krishna. Damn, whatever the other gods are. And yeah, I wondered why my dad taught me those things. And
All
now
these
I know
things
it's to make
never
me
meant a damn
powerful.
thing before.
Listen,
Never talked about them
you know,
before.
all these evil magical things because I'm powerful and it makes me feel powerful. Fatima, please go directly where your son is. Like, go down there with the people, girl, because I fear you're going to give birth to another one. And maybe this is now the gift that she's been imbued with. Like, now I can create life out of mud and water or dirt and water. I don't know.
Wow.
But it's got to be more than just a symbol. Nothing here is just for fake or for fun. This is going to have some purpose. Now, will it fully become active and lively and use its limbs and stuff? I don't know. But it's definitely going to do something. She did not build this for naught.
I don't know, because I don't know. Is this going to be a full blown scarecrow like it was down at the Cabbage Patch, or is it just going to be Roger? Like, what is it going to turn into exactly? Like, I don't know. If they don't just do, I have been begging for 2 seasons now consecutively for them to turn somebody into a creature. I have been waiting. You couldn't tell me when Fatima wasn't caring, when she was eating mosh pit dirt, eating garbage, eating old food, tasting Tilly, never to be heard from again. I just knew. I was like, this is our moment, because we have to start that process. If this is a cycle, eventually you guys start to turn and we get more and more creatures down here who look away over the decades. Nobody from modern day is down there as a creature. Do that, please. Because if we have Ellis walking around doing a bunch of nothing, I don't know. This, I didn't even put them in the shot, because them in those conversations of feeling powerful and him having to, digest exactly what you're up here doing. She already told you why she was up here doing it. She told it to Boyd. She told it to Kenny. And now we have to hear her tell it to you. Get me out of here.
I want Ellis to just go. He's so useless. And anytime anybody asks him to go to work, he got an attitude. Oh, but I got to see about Fatima. Can you help us carry the body, son? You see I'm struggling. You see I'm great. You see I got the policy. And you just not trying to help me at all.
But I'm saying, she has to go for him to move. Something like, we didn't bring Ellis this far. We could have been killed Ellis all. We had so many.
Fatima, if something happens to Fatima, though, he will self-eliminate. I guarantee it. Ellis is just such a little weakling. He's already lost his mama and couldn't cope. He lose, the mother of his, demon baby. What's he gonna do?
Well, I only say that because this is the most season where I've seen Kenny play the background so hard. So I'm like, are we waiting on Ellis? I've never seen Kenny in the back this much. We haven't even really heard with Kenny. We ain't heard. We ain't spent a lot of time with him. After that little moment with Sophia, he's just kind of been in the background. I'm like, why are we? I'm like, are we waiting for Ellis to emerge? Like, why Kenny in the back? What y'all doing with Kenny? Don't mess around with Kenny now. Y'all can play with Donna all you want to. Don't do nothing to Kenny.
You don't be messing around with Kenny. They always love to play on Kenny's top because he ain't got nobody.
But I was like, is this like, oh, okay, Kenny, you've done enough. It's time for you to be set down and have a little break. You've experienced just as much loss. Like, because Ellis in that little brigade of my mom, you shot my mom down. Like, that's over. Everybody here has lost something in someone. Okay? And unfortunately, there's only so many places for Fatima to go. You gave birth to a creature. Girl, go over there.
Yeah. Go over there. We're big sleepy. Go find another cavern and go hang out, girl. Shut up.
But then we get here. We get here because Jay wasn't enough. I wasn't feeling it when Jay told me that we needed to go down there, and I was sitting on my hands. Donna getting up, being a naysayer, having a heart attack. This really means I need to sit on my hands and be set, because I'm about to lose Donna. Show can't lose anybody else. We're not going to dig or look for a damn thing. I don't care what Jay said. Oh, we gotta have Father Cautry. I say, if y'all gonna have this actor continue to come back, y'all gotta blacken that beard. I was like, do they age? And are you guys aging?
Good though.
No, it's good. It's a continuity thing, because at that point I'm like, because I'm always looking at the boy in white, like, okay, you're aging. Like, is Father? Everything here means something. I'm like, are you aging, Father Cautry, or is this just the actor? Like, I ain't doing all of that for this little two-bit part. Y'all killed me off season 1. Yeah, I'm just showing up and doing my 1-2. But it's like, yeah, take a leap of faith, Boyd. You can't control it. He comes here and tells Boyd the same thing over and over again. You can't control everything. Losses will be had. Go on down there and follow through with Daddy Jade. It's only after the conversation with Father Cautry in the visit. Okay, fine. This is what you want. Fine. Give me get this sledgehammer and get down here and get active. And it's like, oh, is that a door? Yeah. Oh, really? It's a door. We could have been to the door if you weren't, standing in your own way. But now we're at the door, so I'm thinking that we're gonna get closer into getting down here in them damn tunnels. But it's sad that we always have to come and have Father Cautry be your voice of reason, your conscience. And a lot of the times he don't even listen to Father Cautry, but this time it's like, you know what? I can take a leap. But it matters when you say it, not when Jade tells me. Like, I don't know. Ashley.
Because you had 30 minutes, Boyd. I was like, okay, Father, we get it. But for me, it was, Boyd, what else do you want from me? If you want me to get down there, show me the door. I was like, Boyd.
He was emotional after Donna. He was emotional.
I was like, Boyd, you're a lunatic. Go sit down somewhere with Big Sleepy. You are losing it, brother. You are what else? I need somebody to do an edit of all the times.
Yell,
what else do you want from me? What do you want from me, Tyra?
I want to edit it every time he said motherfuckers and fuck. You motherfucker. I want to edit that. Because that should be at least 60 strong minutes of video.
Not an hour-long video. But yeah, I mean, finally we're getting somewhere, but do we need all this explosiveness? And I'm going to go back and rewatch season 1 because I really kind of want to do a close comparison of who Boyd was when we first met him and who he is now. Because you yanking people up, you're banging on their chest, you got the sledgehammer screaming and hollering in these people's good cellar. Boy, it don't take you frustrated, brother. We get it. And also, how are you that strong with the palsy? What's his condition, Tyra?
One hit, two strong hits, and the wall was down.
The walls of Jericho came tumbling down. I just don't get it. Next thing we know, you're shaking on the side. I need y'all to make it make sense to me.
It's only convenient. As soon as we need him to be sat down. Oh no! God damn it, you mother! Not now! Not right now! I got people to save. No.
But now you the Hulk. All right, Boyd. Fine.
Boyd is just tired. Even just with the emotion, like you should be able to control that. He got mad because Jade made him feel like you keep sitting on your hands. I don't never sit on my hand as much as I like. It's like the people are indebted. Like you have to because I was the one who found the talisman. I was the one who built structure. But that's all it's all gone, Boyd. That all means nothing now. You have to do something else and do something more. And I don't want to fight tooth and nail and have you have a mental breakdown and yell and curse Jesus before we go do it.
What would Janet say? What have you done for me lately, Boyd? Come on. Like, you're only as good as your last miracle, sir. We need something new. And I hate that they made it comical because I shouldn't have been laughing. This should have been a pivotal moment where we're getting funny
now because he's done it so many. I don't think I've taken Boyd's breakdown serious after Mama Keeney died. After she died, it's just kind of been like, okay, there's Boyd again. Like Nurse, he's out again. There he go acting crazy again. It doesn't hold the same amount of weight because they've taken him through there so much. Ashley, any predictions for the next episode?
Oh, child, no. Get better. I want more. Hopefully we get something more revelatory in episode 7. Maybe they're going to play on some of these constants that we've been hearing about since day 1 in the Fromville. I just need somebody to at least get a sniff of a whiff of of like something's not right with Gretchen Grundler. Like somebody's got to sniff Sophia out, or at least like look at her sideways. That's all I'm looking for next. Well, can somebody just look at her sideways? I would love to see Brother Daddy go the way of the earth, Tyra. I would love to see that next episode, but I don't think I'm going to get that. What else would I would like to see? I would like to see Ellis get a clue. I would actually like him to volunteer or think of something to do on his own that wasn't related to Fatima. Because seeing him as her do boy is just really aggravating. For like, why are you here? Why, baby? As far as Daddy Jade, I just want that beard to be full. You know what I mean? I want to see him put on some bravery, and just be the fine specimen that he is. Brotherhood of the Night's Watch. Did y'all notice, and I meant to say this before, that the way his railroad track scar looks is the same way that new Raggedy Andy doll looks across the mouth? It looks like the same stitching. So that makes me beg the question, is Nurse Crackhead an op fully? I don't know, Tyra, but hopefully we'll get some of those answers and more in episode 7.
I think we're going to spend all our whole time on Brother Daddy Henry. We didn't have him drink of the blood for no reason. We're going to be over here with him the whole episode, where I don't want to be. I don't care to be there, because that's just more of Sophia playing, titillating, tweaking. Like, oh God. Nobody wants to spend time with this belligerent alcoholic. I'm just not interested. I think we're going to be there. Hopefully we making our way to the tunnel. We've knocked down the wall. Get the plan in motion. We see that there's a door, and let's get there and get them on cooey bones so we can move on. I want to go do that, but I do feel like we're gonna just be, everything is just like teetering really, really slowly. So I feel like the next episode will be solely dedicated to all things Uncle Daddy Henry. And I never expected us to spend this much time on Uncle Daddy Henry. I never expected it, but if we don't play on his top, then what exactly are we doing? But hopefully more than that happens, and we can have something here to talk about other than his delusion. Okay. But yeah, y'all, that's the episode. Hopefully we shed enough light on all things From. Ashley, anything you want to share before we get out of here?
Yeah, just thank y'all for being here. Thank you guys so much for supporting the live. Tomorrow, I believe, we'll be back for Euphoria, Tyra. Tomorrow, we'll be back to talk the finale of Euphoria. Also, mark your calendars. Cape Fear, the series on Apple TV, comes out Friday. I know we'll be discussing that as well. We haven't picked a night yet, but we will definitely be doing that. Also, if you've seen our uploads, go check that out. Go check those out. Please help run those up. That's what's paying mama bills right now. So please go do that. Make sure your notifications are also hit so you don't miss when we drop anything. Back to you, Tyra.
Thank you, Ashley. Y'all be sure to run the uploads up. The way my Euphoria upload just paused. It did a dang dash, said pause. Just stop growing. It just paused. So if you could go run that up, I would appreciate that. Be sure to be on the lookout, like Ashley said, for all things Cape Fear, all things Vampire Lestat. I know Raising Kanan will be returning soon. Like some really good TV is
House
coming
of the Dragon
back.
will be here.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. All things, a lot of things will be coming back to give some good commentary on. But be sure to run this up. I have no interest in From at this moment. So if you enjoy us coming down, to the big house to talk about it, be sure to show your love below in the chat to let us know that you're enjoying the commentary, because this could go by the wayside and I could give a damn. The fact that we are in episode 7 and I just feel like we ain't been nowhere and we ain't done nothing. You putting Donna on the slab and having Boyd beat the Tarzan out of her chest did nothing for me. So if you want us to keep coming, be sure to leave some info all about that. I would appreciate that. But yeah, run those uploads up and be on the lookout for new ones. We will see you guys tomorrow for the finale of Euphoria. Good night, y'all.
What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know? Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me when we all fall asleep?